You guys ready?
It's the plan, Bobby.
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always winged it. We're gonna get killed.
What you mean, we, white boy? You ready?
Here we go.
What up, everybody? Welcome into the OG NBA betting show. Got Dutchy here with me, Babano here as well. We'll see if Wham Bam pull up. I think he might. Slide through. But I'm gonna go around the horn. I'm gonna go to Babano first on this one. Yesterday's game, god damn, I didn't like what I saw. What did you think about the game and how you doing today?
Yeah, I didn't like what I saw for the game one bet and recommendation with Minnesota that we mentioned on the show yesterday. It was not a good second half from them at all. And you got to give credit to the Thunder defensively. I mean, they just put the clamps down in the second half on the Timberwolves. But the Timberwolves didn't do themselves many favors. They started more turnovers. Shot selection was very dubious at times. But you got to give the Thunder a lot of credit. And, it's one of these series where we've got to do these shows every game by game. And if you ask me, I'd probably say, why the hell do I have to bet a side in this series game to game? Why do I have to even do it? I'm on Timberwolves and Thunder to win the West and the title. Something's going to hit for me in a nice fashion there. So, but I don't want to come on here and say, I'm going to pass game 2 from a side perspective, game 3, game 4. No, we got to give you something. If, as far as a bet is concerned, it was a small bet for me because we've got the futures, but I'm still not happy. I thought Minnesota would be in that game and have a chance to win it, but got to tip your cap to the Oklahoma City Thunder. They had a great second half. Defensively, they were on point. And when they get that offense in high gear off turnovers, that's when they run away and hide, and they turn a close game into a blowout. And that's exactly what we saw last night in that game. So props to the Thunder. They take a one. I'm not writing the obituary yet, though, on Minnesota. It is just one game. See how they respond in game 2. I still think this could be a back and forth series. I'm interested still in taking Minnesota again, plus the points in game 2. We'll see. We'll talk more about that. Actually, we won't because we're not on tomorrow, but I do lean that way tomorrow for game 2. But credit to the Thunder. Great game. SGA 30-plus points, and whispers are out there already that SGA will be winning his first NBA MVP.
He did, I think.
It'll be announced officially on the TNT pregame tonight. But yeah, he's going to win.
Taking one of our trophies. God damn it!
Oh, Canada!
What's up with you, Dutch?
Well deserved.
The NBA is a hell of a drug. Hey, you're looking at the plug. Yeah, man. It's good to be back with the fellas. Babano, Skee. Our guys, D-Lo, Joshua, B-Man, 702 holding us down. Good to see my man Peasy. We got OG Wham holding us down in the chat. Slide through, bro. Slide the fuck through. We got Pacers and Knicks tonight, baby. Yeah, man. I'm loving it. Yeah, last night it started off great. Started off real good. First quarter, first half. I was like, okay, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. And then I don't know what the fuck I was talking about in that second half. That shit went ugly real quick, like Shea was, falling all over the fucking place, scoring, doing whatever the fuck he does, I mean, Shea, he's nice. I'm going to give it to you. He's definitely the MVP of the year. He had one hell of a season. But god damn, does this motherfucker lay on the floor more than that guy. He's on his floor probably as much as he's on his feet, time-wise. If we time it, we could probably get close to that. But shout out to the Thunder. They handled business. They got punched in the mouth early and bounced back with fashion. They're a good basketball team because that's what good basketball. It might be a great basketball team. We shall see. In my opinion, the Rudy Gobert, 3 rebounds. Get the fuck out of here, bro. How are you 7 foot tall and get 3 fucking rebounds in 20 plus minutes? I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. If that's the way this series is gonna go, this probably will be over in 5. But it's nice to see some competitive basketball, at least for 2 quarters. And we might see the same damn thing tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm excited to talk Knicks and Scooby-Doo Pacers. And, hopefully we can get to the bag because we only got so much more of this left. It's coming to an end, my friends. It's coming to a motherfucking end.
Yeah, I'm with B-Man, man. It might have to come to an end before I overdose. If this shit keep going like this. But I just checked this out. Check that out.
I like it. The OG. That should be the official Coke of the show right there.
That's
a nice one. Right yeah. Wham Bam did say he's coming through on the chat, so we'll see him shortly. But
by the way, Coca-Cola is better than Pepsi. There's no argument.
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah.
Oh, there's our guy right there.
Yeah. What was the fuck Reed doing to me?
Yeah.
God damn. Go ahead.
What's good with you, Wham Bam?
Oh man, I'm good, bro. I can't complain. I'm chilling. We up in here, bro. Finally getting here at the house, man. I've been on the road these last few times. So it's good to be back in the house, man. It's good to be back in here. Shout out to the people, man. I heard a lot what you guys were saying. I definitely didn't like what the fuck happened yesterday. The complete opposite of what I said. It was the first half Timberwolves full game OKC rather than the other way that I said. So it was annoying there. I kind of seen the writing on the wall though, so I kind of did get in on OKC live, but that ain't gonna do too much. I still got burnt, and then shout out to Dodgers saved me a little bit, but hey, we back at it again today. I think today is I'm not gonna go away from what I thought again. I'm just gonna keep being consistent here, so I have a good narrative today.
Let's go.
Hey, I do gotta say one thing. I mean, can anybody explain? It looked to me like Minnesota was the team off the game 7. Like Minnesota was the team tired. Like,
Yeah.
how does that happen when you have that much rest?
Well, I will say this about OKC playing in Game 7. It was a blowout in Game 7. They didn't exactly have to exhaust themselves, to beat the Denver Nuggets in that Game 7. It turned into an easy win for the Thunder. So I think that actually, in a weird way, kind of helped them, to be fresher later in that game last night than maybe some people thought.
And those motherfuckers are horses, bro. They deep.
Yeah.
They're so deep. I mean, they're deep. Chad didn't have a good game last night. Hardside was whatever. I mean, these motherfuckers is just deep, bro. They deep. And then you look at Mike Conley out there. That motherfucker look like he in the YMCA against the Thunder. I ain't gonna lie. That motherfucker did not belong.
He's been looking like that all year, though, Dutch.
But against OKC, he really get highlighted. I'm like, hey man, I'm gonna fuck. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing right, but to be in that start to get all them minutes, but not this series, my man. Not this series.
All right, let's get to it. We got one game. Oh, Pacers at the New York Knicks. They're in the Garden. Opened up Knicks minus 3.5, 4.5 now. Total hasn't really moved. It's sitting at 222. We all know Pacers beat the Knicks last year in the playoffs, and it was a little bit of a different Knicks team, right? They didn't have Cat, they didn't have Bridges, and they were also banged up. This year they're healthy. This year they do have those players. So I'm gonna go around the horn. I'm going to Dutchy first. I feel like I don't know what kind of play it is, but I know you like something in this game. How'd they get the money?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Chief Wiggum, coming all the way from Kabul, Afghanistan. Real man, muchly appreciated, my man. I don't know what the fuck time it is there, but we glad that you tune in at this time. We appreciate you, my man. DK in the building. Good to see you, my man. Hey, you know what type of shit this is, Skee. I think you felt it, man. You know what it is. There's levels to this shit, god damn it. Hey, and the Knicks in Gotham City, hey, on a whole motherfucking another level than Scooby goddamn Doo and then Pace. Out of here, all right? The rejected Ninja Turtle and Scooby-Doo are not coming into Gotham and taking game 1. They're going to get run off the motherfucking court. I'm telling you right now, at the end of the day, it's defense. And they do got some guys that can play some defense over there in Indiana, but they don't have the type of level that the New York Knicks got. And ask Boston about how good Mikal Bridges is on defense. Ask them how good OG is on defense. Ask them how Josh Hart just don't stop. Get the fuck out of here. And Cat, hey, it's going to be the big bodega, baby. The big bodega. Last time you seen these motherfuckers, 40, 30. Line them up and knock them the fuck down. That's what's going to happen all fucking game long from start to finish, all right? Minus 4.5. Shit, it's Christmas time in this bitch. It's Christmas in May. Shit, it's good money. It's easy motherfucking money tonight. Knicks minus 4.5. Jalen Buckets Brunson will do what he does. Okay, you got elite perimeter defense, and then you got Cat, the big bodega. Dude, they have nothing for it. Watch it. Be aggressive. Thibodeau, run this shit through Cat when Brunson's out of the game. When Brunson's out, Cat needs to be out there because the bench is a little light. Mitchell Robinson could play some big minutes in this as well. He's coming back looking well. I mean, you need McBride. The bench is where I'm a little skeptical in the series that I feel like, okay, but tonight, get the fuck out of here, man. It's Cat, it's Brunson, and watch out because we ain't seen no defense like this in a long motherfucking time with OG and Mikal Bridges. Let's go.
I like what I'm hearing. I did kind of feel it, man. I knew it was gonna be a levels play.
I knew you was gonna. You almost said it, but he's like, eh.
I ain't wanna, I'll let you give it away. But Bano, how you viewing this one between the Pacers and the Knicks?
You know what? It's not the type of conviction that Dutch has with the New York Knicks, but I do favor the Knicks tonight. I think -4. I did bet them here. I don't love it as much. Indiana has been ready to start every series so far. Game 1, they took care of Milwaukee. Game 1 in Cleveland, they won outright as a dog. So their Game 1 track record's been very good. Their road track record's been good. 4-1 straight up, 4-1 against the spread in the playoffs for the Indiana Pacers on the road. All those things are things that would back up your argument if you like the Pacers. But what's going against the Pacers tonight is the layoff. I don't like it one bit that they've been sitting for 8 days. 8 days since this team last played. That's not a team I expect to be sharp, crisp, fluid, executing at a high level here tonight in this game. That's 8 days off. And look, we saw last night that as that game went, they started well, but as that game went on, Minnesota with the longer amount of time off fell by the wayside, against the Thunder. So I don't like the 8 days off for Indiana. I do worry about that rhythm element for them. For New York, it's the perfect amount of rest. They've had just the 4 days off compared to over a week, for the Indiana Pacers. I know there's that thought process. Maybe after beating Boston, there's a little bit of a letdown here after knocking out the NBA champions going into this game. But I think the offset to that, what will avoid a letdown here for the New York Knicks, is you're facing the team that knocked your ass out last year in the playoffs in the second round. And that absolutely, I think, matters here. I think you'll see the Knicks ready from the opening tip tonight. You'll see New York looking to finally get off to a good start here on the. And look, I'm a little bit concerned about Indiana's road warrior mentality versus the Knicks home up and down they've been. Detroit, they were not great at home. The Boston series, it was later in the series they started to win some of those home games. But I think here in Game 1, after getting knocked out by the Pacers last year, you get a good first game out of them. My hope and my strategy here is you got to have a series script kind of in mind. My thought is New York tonight, take them and lay the small number. And if they win tonight, I'm almost assuredly going to come back and take Indiana plus the points in Game 2. Because I do believe, they've still been good on the road. They'll get the rust out of their system after tonight. New York to win 2 home games in a row and cover 2 home games in a row. I'm not convinced we see that. So Knicks tonight, and it'll probably be, especially if the Knicks win tonight. If they lose, it's a different story maybe. But I think they do win tonight. I think they do cover as well. And if they win and cover tonight, probably going to take Indiana plus the points in Game 2.
One of the rare times I don't have to hear, a whole lot, but just to give the people a little something, a little push one way or the other. I'll say, I don't really believe in taking Indiana unders, so that's the reason I didn't bet it. But if I had to, I think this first game does go under, and Chad likes the under. But Bano, any thought there?
My thought is I'll look at the totals Game 2 and beyond. Game 1, especially when you got one team with 8 days off and one team that's kind of had a pretty lengthy time off too, 4 or 5 for the Knicks. We saw some pretty sketchy shot mates or, Brick City at times last night with the Thunder and the Wolves. So maybe this is another under, but no, I don't feel strong about the total tonight.
Real quick. Pacers, real quick. Pacers under 108.5. That's going to be on my card team total. The Knicks win this game with defense.
All right, so there goes Dutch opinion. He thinks it's an under game.
Not a big bet as the Knicks. It's just a little something. I mean,
2 comments real quick before I get to my guy Wham Bam. 1, I agree with this one. I think home court is really an edge in this game more than any other. 2, does anybody know who this is? I know who it is. I'm just curious if you guys know.
I know Kenny Woo Woo.
I know Kenny Woo Woo. I don't know Mariska Hargitay.
Okay, that's my girl right there.
No. Oh, really?
That means somebody showing out. Somebody showing out. That's what that means.
I can't say her first or last name. God damn.
That might be a Bronson 40 piece coming in.
Got to give Dutch a comprehension book or something. Yeah. But he's also
Wham.
got some influences going on right now. So
The
get
fuck?
him. Yeah.
Nah, man,
What's
I'm
good
not-
with you, Wham
I'm not
Bam?
influenced.
That's funny as hell. So yeah, now everybody like the Knicks here, then, huh? Like, God damn.
We're talking about 8 fucking days off for the Pacers. I don't think
That
that's
is-
very easy to play good basketball when you've been sitting that long.
That is true. That is true. But that's what we said yesterday, right? We was like, everybody like Timberwolves. And then sure enough, they fucking get smoked there. I like the Pacers today, man. I'm not gonna hold y'all, bro. I haven't took the side here. I'm like Babeno though. I don't think I need to take a side in any one of these games. I could find the best bet in this game without being in the side. And I think the best bet is on the Knicks. Is Josh Hart. This motherfucker, bro. And I'm just gonna go back to this goes all the way back to when he was on the Pelicans. You know what I'm saying? From the last game of the Pelicans, bro, he's pretty much had 10 plus rebounds every game as a New York Knick. He's had 10 plus every game as a New York Knick against the Pacers. I don't think there's no chance, bro. The guy that just came off of a triple double doesn't attack the boards in this matchup. I think this is a perfect matchup for him to be getting to the rebounds, defensive rebounds, possibly even offensive rebounds there, because he's not going to be a focal point on offensively here. I don't think for the Knicks. I think it's more OGs, more Bronson, it's more Cat, and the boy Josh Hart, blue guy. I think he's like Neesmith. Neesmith. We was talking about McDaniels and Caruso last game. I think Neesmith and Hart is going to win this series for these guys on the role player side. So Josh Hart over 9.5 rebounds. That's how I'm getting paid today, man.
What's the number on his rebounds?
Minus 120, minus 125. Shopping around there.
Man, this is like the third time I've heard Josh Hart rebounds. I heard it from Prop Queen yesterday. I heard it from Robino this morning. Now I'm hearing it from Wham Bam. So
I think
that
Carl
could be-
Anthony Towns props. He's always been dicey, but he's had a good playoffs. Let's give him that so far for the Knicks. And he's really owned Indiana, and he's been able to score at will against them when he's played them in the past. So
Niggas open tonight. Bobano.
Dia likes his rebounds and assists. So
His
guys,
rebounds aren't that big. Cat's going for 25 plus tonight.
all right.
I agree. Take the money line. If you like Indiana, and there's reasons to like them. I mentioned game 1 success, road success. But if you like Indiana, I say take the money line.
Yeah,
Put a decent amount on the money line, because I think if they cover, they're going to win.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I feel like Indiana can win this series, but I just think like they got to wear New York down first. Like they got that. Like that. It's not gonna be. They're not gonna be worn down in game 1. So
why you keep underestimating the Knicks, bro? Yeah. I told you from the very first fucking playoff show, these Knicks have got value to go to the NBA Finals. No, I don't do the futures. I told you that, and now you keep talking about. Oh, you think I'm telling you right now, man. There's levels to this. And the only thing that the Knicks are better, that the Knicks are not better at, in my opinion, than the Indiana Pacers, where you don't check the box, is the bench, and that's from the head coach to the motherfucking bench to the players on the bench. Outside of that, it's the Knicks all the way. They got the best player, they got the better defense, they got the better big man. Come on, man, and they got home court advantage. Get the fuck out of here! They're not losing to the Indiana Pacers.
And probably the least amount of hair for 2 head coaches in a conference final combined in a long, long time. Yeah.
Hey, fucking Scooby-Doo not having it, man. Get the fuck out of here. That shit was sweet. It was real sweet. I'll give Wham props. He called that shit against Cleveland. That shit ends here, man. New York ain't letting that shit rock. That shit is sliding in the NY. Hell no.
Oh, shit. Let's move it over to best bet, man. Oh, my God. All right. First up, we're going to our guy, Wham Bam. Let the people know what you think is the best way to get paid.
Shout out to the people, Dan Kelly, Brian Smith, B-Man, Josh. You already know. You Kev, man. We see y'all up in here. Greg White. Appreciate y'all. Y'all already know what we're doing up in here. We're going right to what I was saying. Josh Hart, 10 consecutive over 9.5 rebounds for Josh Hart against the Pacers in his career, going all the way back to the Pelicans. I mean, not the Pelicans. I'm sorry, to the Trailblazers. I got to go with the guy there, Josh Hart, over 9.5 rebound, minus 125 right now available at Bovada.
Good stuff from Wham Bam. Next, we're gonna slide it over to Babano. Let him know to get to the window.
Yeah, I'll go the Knicks. That's the only side or total for me tonight. We'll take them minus a 4. Is a couple books still has it has 4.5 elsewhere. New York Knicks minus 4. Hopefully they get it done tonight. Probably take Indiana game 2 if they do. But tonight we're on the Knicks minus 4. Best bet.
All right, and man, I'm rolling with the gang, man. I'm Knicks minus 4. I like them in this first game. I think it's a situation. I think they're better. They're healthy. Until they're not healthy anymore, or until they're not at home, I gotta look their way at the minus 4. Last but not least, our guy Dutchy. Let him know what the freshest look of the day is and take us home.
Yeah, man. I mean, come on, man. Well, it's already been said. Best look on the motherfucking board by a long shot. It's the motherfucking Knicks. Don't get it twisted. Don't over motherfucking think it, Daniel. It's the Knicks. It's good money, man. Big shout out to everybody in the chat. Our guy all about the Bills. We got D-Lo, Joshua. We got Daniel Ponce in here. Loving the Pacers. Chill motherfucking Will. Good to see you, my man. You guys be sure to like, subscribe, and share the motherfucking video. Now stay fresh. Stay blessed. Let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.
You guys ready? It's the plan, Bobby.
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always wing it. We're gonna get killed.
What you mean, we, white boy?
You ready? Here we go.